do you get when you combine human infatuation with Shark Week and a classic gothic novel from Robert Louis Stevenson? Well, you could get an overly confusing excuse to record people who look like they were likely cast from pulling randos from the street, handing them a script clearly penned in a fever dream, shoving them in front of a camera, and then adding a green filter to pretend it's film. And it turns out that's exactly what you get with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Shark, the 2025 horror with a budget so low, it looks like it was funded from a piggy bank. The plot, after losing his wife, Dr. Henry Jekyll spirals into grief, experiments with an untested drug called Sharcopine, and transforms into a bloodthirsty man shark with romantic baggage and dental issues. Welcome to Good Film Hunting Flick Flops Review. Lord help us with this one, Andy.
Oh, man, this one, Gary.
I will tell you that I mentioned this movie as a joke.
And I went in for it.
And Andy said, I'm watching it.
I went into this film quicker than Gary could finish sending me the text.
Yeah.
So there's no Rotten Tomatoes for this one, oddly enough.
I think we might be the only people that watched it.
So that's what I'm guessing, because Rotten Tomatoes has to have so many critics. Maybe we'll jump on there and try to review it. So
I don't think they have a ratings low enough to. I mean, I don't want to give anything.
So I don't know where to come down on this one, Gary. I'll do this.
We just hit this a few times. Okay.
Horrible. Yeah, I mean, it's between a film. It's between really, really bad and horrible for me. Now, here's the thing. If you watch us on any regular basis, you'll know I gave Pootie Tang a horrible rating. I would rather watch this movie than Pootie Tang.
Oh, good God, no.
That's what I'm saying. So if I'm shoved into a basement and I've got two films I can watch, I would watch this one over. Now, that's not saying a lot, because this movie is not good.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Pootie Tang is so bad, but I just feel like you insulted that movie so much.
I hope I did. This movie, I don't even know where to start with it. So what was the pickleball massacre when we talked about, Gary?
Yeah. Pickleball Exorcist or something.
Exorcist. So there's I guess a group of filmmakers out there who just make films for, doesn't matter that make films. It doesn't matter if the script is horrible, the filming is horrible, the continuity is not even there. And I guess for all intents and purposes, they don't care. They're not. So it's like, I'm not trying to shit all over them as filmmakers. They're doing something I'm sure they wanted to do, and they accomplished exactly what they set out to. This film was not going to set people on the edge of their seat. I did make a note here. Sharcopine, first of all, hysterical. I mean, what? And it looked like an open box of like allergy tablets when you saw it in the movie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they just put like a sticker on the back of it. The one thing, I have two notes out of all of this film that bothered me, besides the fact that the special, I mean, I texted Gary a picture of what I was watching. He said, "Are you kidding me?" Because he had told me to watch two films. One was Caroline, and then this one. And actually, he didn't tell me to watch this one.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
He's like, this film is available. And I was like, I'm in. So I was watching. He said, so let me get this straight. You chose that film over the other one. And I said, well, I'll watch them both, but I'm into this one already because it's only like an hour and 13 minutes long. It felt like an eternity. The special effects were, special effects.
What special effects?
If you're familiar with the old 70s land shark bit, that was better than this movie. All right. Just put that in perspective. Go now, look it up. SNL 70s land shark from SNL. The thing that got to me, besides, I know Gary's like, that's what bothered you about this film. All the other shit, but the continuity of this film, Gary, as you know, you've seen the movie. There's an old haunted like castle. And they show the guy pulling into the castle to go talk to Dr. Jekyll. All right. You see the frontage of the castle. The castle. When they're shooting from inside the interior scenes, all you see is a fenced-in backyard and aluminum siding.
Sorry.
Everything but a castle. And I was like, oh, come on, man. Just shoot it somewhere else. Leave something. Like I can see the backyard. I can see it's in a suburb. I can see the neighbor's house. And the exteriors are a castle in the middle of this field, nowhere. So that. And 38 minutes in, Gary, there's a necrophilia scene that I just didn't need to see.
Look,
it added nothing to this horrible film.
Necrophilia, if you believed that the paper mache wife
Why are you doing this to me?
Was actually even remotely looked like
a skeleton.
A skeleton of it was. Look, Andy, I just did a quick search.
Go, Gary.
What makes a good movie?
Well, this is not it.
Core story, characters,
check.
Theme,
check.
Structure and pacing, dialogue,
check.
Acting, direction,
check. Got them all.
Cinematography,
all
editing, sound and music, production design, genre effectiveness, emotional impact, originality and voice, rewatch value. Zeros across the board. It didn't even half check any of those, dude. Nothing. There is nothing redeemable about this movie at all.
Did you finish it?
I did finish it. Which,
okay, good man.
Again,
good comms.
I will tell you that I wish there was a closed caption option because between the fluctuating sound volume of different things,
yeah,
like most of the volume of the speakers, I was like, can you put a mic near the person?
Right.
It looked like it was shot on possibly an iPhone.
I was gonna
say it might have been an early model.
I got iPhone 8.
It was so bad at everything. And the one thing that maybe in a film that actually tried on all the other counts, this thing maybe would have stood out and been a decent thing, but even it was bad, was the song that they played, which they played twice.
Yes.
With the Nevermore and the Lenore and all that, because the guy's wife's name was Lenore and they had the whole Poe thing with the song.
Oh, so yeah, did you catch the lyrics were by Edgar Allan Poe? What it said at the end? I watched the credits. I was like,
yeah.
I mean, Teresa walked in. She goes, "What are you watching?" And then she goes, "Why are you watching?" I blamed you. I said, "Gary told me to watch it," and she's like, "I did." I swear to God.
I wish Teresa watched our video so I could tell her right now, even though she'll never know this, that I did not. I never suggested this movie. I actually made a joke mentioning it, and Andy was like, "I'm in." But look, I would say that this is like a high school film project if it wasn't so damn insulting to high school
film projects.
Kids. I am almost certain that my kids, when they were younger, could have created something. I know they could have put out something that was more entertaining and made more sense. It's so bad. Everything is so bad. Everything is bad.
You didn't find like bad. the hot dialogue between the private. What are you trying to say, Gary? Between the private detective and the concerned sister. You didn't find that just like riveting, almost as good as like the scene between Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise in A Few Good Men? You didn't catch that?
My favorite part about
how do you suggest I get in?
My favorite part was probably how bad. I mean, these actors. It looked like somebody said, "Hey, I'll give you. I know you've got put your little sign out with the little cup. I'll actually feed you if you'll come over and act.
I will give you work. I'll give you work."
They pull people. It's really bad. And you know what? And the thing that gets me most is I'm like, they probably did it this way on purpose. I mean, this is probably intentional.
I mean,
it's
we're
all
ripping
intentional,
on
it, and really, it's probably just one of those things. Like, how bad can we make it and put something out and still see numbers from people watching it?
It makes me want to try to do something, Gary. Like, I seriously think we could take a week off from work. And I'll come back up to Cincinnati, and we'll just take a couple iPhones out and shoot a film and edit it.
I guarantee you it would be better than this.
I mean, we have to find a believable drug pharmaceutical rep with purple hair. purple hair. Gary, I mean, there was so much like head scratching in this, and I was like,
the filter thing drove me nuts. I don't know why that was there at all.
You think about the joke of Hollywood was Ed Wood, right? He made the shitty films, but he believed he was making good work. Like he was a real he thought he was making something good. This seems like it's like the Pickleball Exorcist thing. It's just it's a goof. And great. If this goof, you did a wonderful job of making a crappy film.
What a
wonderful
sweet treat. What a sweet delight.
That's all I got, Gary. Once the necrophilia, I mean, first of all, how would that even work? It's skin, it's bone. It's not even, there's no flesh. It wouldn't work. And why? I don't know.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. There is nothing redeemable. Look, you can watch this for free on Tubi. If you do, you're going to see many, many commercials. And when those commercials come on, stay for those and leave for the film.
You reverse it.
That's my suggestion.
Even if watching it for free, you will have overpaid for this film.
Yes.
You will want your money back.
Because you paid in time. You paid in time.
You will not get this time back.
And when we say it clocked in at 73 minutes or something? Yeah, 73 minutes.
You would be better served to go sit in your backyard in the heat and just stare at the grass for 73 minutes. It would be more entertaining.
This movie made me want to go stare at the sun for 73 minutes.
Eyes. There you go, kids.
Hey, look, please stick around. I know you probably didn't get this far, but there's a nice 3-minute commercial that's going to follow this.
Gary actually found a sponsor.
I found a sponsor for this. It will appear after this discussion. Please watch it. I guarantee you the 3 minutes that sponsorship is more entertaining than this film 100 times over.
It is. I will contend that is right.
And there's Easter eggs in it. So, listen for it. And if you watch the whole thing and you catch something that's funny in there, put it down in the comments. So anyway, that's all I've got, Andy.
So once again, Gary, what did you rate this film? I seem to forget.
I think,
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It looks like you're trying to push it beyond horrible.
I wish if you could tell how hard I'm pushing the button, trying to get it to maybe catch fire or something. To
sub-horrible.
Oh,
horrible gosh. Has no basement, Gary.
It's awful.
It's a cliche for a reason. Say bye.
Check out our sponsor. Here it comes. Bye. Sharcopine XR, extended release, extended jawline. When ordinary science fails and therapy asks too many follow-up questions, there's Sharcopine XR. One dose helps transform unresolved trauma into forward momentum, mostly through hallways, alleys, and anyone standing between you and your deceased spouse. Do not take Sharcopine XR if you're allergic to sharcopine, sharks, shark-adjacent mammals, questionable grief science, basement laboratories, unauthorized generic tinkering, maritime law. The phrase, "we're still waiting on FDA approval." Possible side effects may include jaw widening, tooth multiplication, thumb aggression, spontaneous fling confidence, damp sleeves, unexplained gill optimism, booty dependency, widow fixation, aquarium hostility, oceanic mood swings, biting sarcasm, literal biting, dry mouth followed by wet everything else, scale patches, shark word posture, sudden hatred of lifeguards, inability to enter seafood restaurants without making it weird, increased chum sensitivity, dock pacing, night swimming, clawing at locked laboratory doors, experimental confidence, mirror avoidance, hermetic thunder timing, difficulty pronouncing consonants around new teeth, heightened interest in boats, decreased interest in ethics, compulsive stalking of stone corridors, confused romantic attachment, predator eyes, reduced blinking, heightened smell of fear, lower tolerance for harpoons, sudden belief that all problems can be solved by lunging, territorial hallway behavior, lab coat shredding, aggressive grief processing, insomnia, thin sweats, tailbone ambition, ego ambiguity, sudden need for bigger bathtub, increased buoyancy, monstrous self-branding, poor bedside manner, and a powerful urge to explain that you're still basically Henry. More serious side effects may include uncontrollable transformation, irreversible sharkification, memory gaps, blackouts, partial blackouts, blackout curtains, emotional flooding, aquatic rage, dental bills your insurance will not recognize, estrangement from colleagues, estrangement from humanity, sudden classification as a cryptid, inability to attend open casket events, being mistaken for an exhibit, being chased by villagers who somehow still have torches, aggressive flippering, moral cartilage loss, deep tissue dampening, sneaking into your own house through the moat you created, romantic delusion, full moon confusion, spontaneous soundtrack swelling, attacking anyone who says, "Have you tried moving on?" Stop taking Sharcopine XR. Call your doctor immediately if you experience a second row of teeth, a third row of teeth where no teeth have ever been previously approved, dorsal fin lasting longer than 4 hours, the ability to smell betrayal through stone, persistent growling during staff meetings, waking up covered covered in seaweed, remembering the phrase "science must go on" and agreeing with it, building a secret lab at the rental property, hiding bodies in barrels marked samples, communicating only through wet snarls, or referring to dinner guests as surface prey. Sharcopine XR may interact poorly with blood thinners, antidepressants, sedatives, stimulants, antihistamines, chum, krill oil, fish oil, boat varnish, widow's tears, lightning storms, old castles, locked doors, guilt, taxidermy, dock rope, harpoon polish, romantic obsession, public domain literature, and any medication whose warning label already says do not operate heavy machinery. Do not operate cars, boats, submarines, girl pitches, lighthouse equipment, foghorns, medieval torture devices, laboratory centrifuges, or emotionally complicated relationships until you know how Sharcopine XR affects you. Patients taking Sharcopine XR should avoid swimming alone, swimming with others, standing near swimming, thinking about swimming, watching swimming, owning swim trunks, saying I could use a dip, attending pool parties, or entering any body of water larger than the cereal bowl. Tell your doctor if you have a history of heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease, shark disease, bad science, unresolved bereavement, gothic architecture, prior monster transformation, suspicious inheritance disputes, medical malpractice, maritime curses, aquarium membership, or if anyone in your family has ever been chased through a hallway by a Batman in a hood. Sharcopine XR is not recommended for children, pregnant people, nursing people, elderly people, grieving scientists, emotionally unstable widowers, people with access to syringes, people with access to lightning, or anyone living within 300 miles of a pier. In rare cases, Sharcopine XR use is reported becoming the metaphor, fighting the metaphor, eating the metaphor, confusing closure with slaughter, growing emotionally as a person but physically as a shark, developing a taste for narrative irony, and realizing too late that the real monster was the dosage. Looking for a way out and common everyday activities can't bring you happiness? Is your deceased wife criticizing your questionable decisions? Now there's Sharcopine XR, extended release, extended jawline. You don't have to live in the murky waters of the mundane anymore.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.